The number one overall pick in this year's draft, Paolo Banchero was certainly not one of the most highly touted prospects in recent years compared to other first overall picks. But the question is, should he have been? With an amazing debut for the Magic recently, he's shown what he is capable of as a star within the league. And yes, before you comment, the title is an overreaction. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But the point still stands. Paolo is destined for great things, and could bring some success to the Magic that they haven't seen for a hot minute. In today's video, I'm going to recap his debut performance, compare his game to some legends of the sport, and predict what he's going to achieve in years to come. Let me know what you guys think about Paolo and his potential in the comments below. Before we begin, only about 8% of you guys are actually subscribed. That number is going up steadily. Let's keep growing this community, one sub at a time. Like the video if you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get into it. Paolo showed out against the Pistons in the Magic season opener, scoring 27 points and clocking in 9 rebounds, 5 assists and 2 blocks, while shooting 61% from the field. And unfortunately the Magic ended up losing the game just barely, but I'm sure all fans were still happy and filled with hope after Paolo's performance. This was one of the best rookie debuts in recent memory, and here's how he compares to some of the best of all time. In his first NBA game, Michael Jordan had 16 points, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. LeBron had a similar type performance, putting up 25 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists and 4 steals in a loss. But let's not get carried away. Other great rookie stat lines include Michael Carter-Williams with 22, 7 and 12 and 9 steals as well, and Gordon Girachek with 29 points. But nonetheless, it shows that Paolo looks to have the skills and game sense to be able to succeed in the league today. He played better than I thought he would and helped to lead his team in the clutch. Even though he did make some mistakes during the game, what more can you ask of your rookie star? And his performance in the game was not too different to what he displayed in college, and what led to him becoming the eventual first overall pick. Some of his noted strengths include one-on-one ability, his finishing and driving, and his playmaking ability, along with a great build and athleticism. In his time at Duke, Paolo averaged 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block and a steal per game, helping to lead the Blue Devils to the Final Four last year. In college, some of his weaknesses that were taken advantage of by other teams included his lack of intensity on defense and a lack of lateral quickness. He was also known to turn over the ball quite a bit, and flashes of these aspects of his game were shown against Detroit. But he also showed what looked like improved defensive timing, picking up 2 blocks, and increased fitness and speed on the court. All his strengths previously mentioned were seen in full effect in his debut. He shot 61% from the field as mentioned before, and was extremely efficient and selective with the shots he took. Paolo also showcased a few avenues of his diverse scoring repertoire, including some mid-range shooting, close-range finishing, a floater or two, and even an insane poster on Corey Joseph. Safe to say there were no issues with these aspects of his game, and even though he may have missed some opportunities and caused some turnovers, more on that in a second, he showed great fight and intent throughout the contest, and most of the time made up for his mistakes. He had a plus-minus of +2 in a loss, and the Magic looked like a better team when he was out there on the court. It seems like he'll fit right into their system, along with other young developing players like Franz Wagner, Cole Anthony, and Jalen Suggs. But of course it wasn't all sunshine and roses for Banchero's first appearance, as is pretty much expected for all rookies. Mistakes will be made, and no rookie comes into the league as a completely polished product, maybe bar LeBron. Paolo didn't attempt a 3 all game, so he didn't get to see that part of his game in NBA action. But of course he definitely wasn't the best 3-point shooter in college, averaging 33% from behind the arc. He also performed against Detroit, and the Pistons are another rebuilding franchise, possibly leading to some inflated stats, which might not be able to be replicated against other more competitive teams. 4 turnovers, 4 fouls, and a couple of block shots were also present on Paolo's stat sheet. The turnovers and block shots are expected, but he may need to get his fouls in check if he wants to be able to stay on the floor for long periods of time. Obviously I'm nitpicking here, I'm making a video about how good his debut was, and I'm sure he can either improve these aspects of his game, or be relatively successful without things such as a consistent 3-point shot. Paolo has set the bar high for himself, for better or for worse, and I'm going to set some goals from this upcoming season. He should definitely be in the race for Rookie of the Year, if not the winner, especially with Chet out of the race. I don't expect him to keep this stat line up, but if he can average around 18 points, 7 rebounds and a couple of assists and blocks, it'll be more than enough to install hope in him for the future. And I would comment on bringing some team success to the Magic, but it's the Magic. So I don't expect any real increase in games won, but if Paolo can lead them to a few wins, or even increase their winning percentage from last season, it would be a huge plus. Next comes the part that I either look back on in 15 years and feel a sense of pride and joy, or I cry because of how horribly wrong I was. And after only a couple of preseason games, this is pretty much a shot in the dark, but it's all in the name of entertainment. In his career, I think Paolo will average 20 to 22 points per game and around 8 to 10 rebounds. He'll make 6 All-Star teams and make 4 All-NBA first team appearances. Let's see if I'm right. I'm not going to be baited into a guess at a championship because we all know that also depends on the team and if he stays with Orlando for the future. This is also assuming that he doesn't have a big career-ending or altering injury, which obviously no one wants to happen. Paolo Banchero is a bright young talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if he evolves into a star within the league. Watch this space for the next couple of years. Thank you guys so much for watching. A bit of a shorter video this week, but I was under a bit of a time crunch to get this video out. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of Paolo. Is he going to succeed within the league or not? Another basketball video for the start of the NBA season, so make sure you guys give it some love. And I hope some AFL fans stuck around and learnt something new. The support recently has been out of this world. I did a stream the other day, and more coming soon, so stay tuned. Comment any video ideas down below, and I'll make sure to check them out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for future sports field content. Have a good one, and cheers.